Yo, what's up, TK? New intro. I mean, relatively. I had it for a while, but usually I don't care about uh, those stuff. How you doing, man? So I just woke up, did a workout, came back, ate some food, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Just opened up the stream. Oh yeah, we'll see. So it's full Hakuna Matata today. Doing good. Get around to the store before getting so hobby time in. Nice. Good morning. Yeah, dude, yesterday I woke up like it was dark. Like it was not like the day didn't start. It was like I woke up and the day ended. Hey, it's what's up, man? Spent 10 minutes breaking slate with a hammer. Nice. The thing is, I really like that stuff, man. Honestly, I love anything physical. I would just go work in construction. Twin drapery, nice. Did you finish anatomy? Still feel like copying? Well, it is copying, but even if you just mindlessly copy, that's the worst you can do, right? Just shut down the mind, just copy what you see. Even that adds so much, man. It's like you intuitively just, catch stuff, right? And then you don't realize it at first, but it's like, you are currently doing these studies, and then you are gonna finish them maybe after a couple of weeks, right? Because your mind also needs time to synthesize all the stuff. Usually when I do that boot camp, I finish the boot camp and then a couple of weeks pass, and then the stuff from bootcamp starts coming up, right? It's like, it's like building muscle. You don't develop the muscle when you are working out. It's like you work out and then you rest a couple of days and then you see the development. It's the same with the bootcamps. But yeah, you are gonna see the difference. But it's like after you finish it, right? You might not see any difference right now, but after you are done with the boot camp, and then maybe you take a couple of days off, or I don't know, whatever it is, and then when you are sketching some stuff from imagination, maybe you'll be like, oh my god. And it doesn't have to be like huge stuff, but like you even if you give the least amount of attention and consciousness, it's like you pick a lot of stuff, a lot of small stuff that will add to your overall quality of your work. Not with creative ideas. Have written a mock-up about the what if of Cadillac, but in verse. Just feels like it's an effort for now to draw it. Yeah. When you are doing it, it's like, you know, it's like you are carrying a big stone. Yeah. So the doing the part where you do it is like, it's just, it feels like work, right? You just grinding. But yeah, it pays off really well. And also that's what I tell to, anyone I'm mentoring. Like, even if you do nothing, just copy something. Not with the creative ideas, but do you mean copying doesn't work with creative ideas? If that's what you mean, I don't agree, because it also works with creative ideas. Gonna get some coffee. Nice. I mean, I'm not sure how it goes with drapery. I never did it with drapery. Usually how I study drapery is like, I study some drapery book or some tutorials, and I try to simplify from a reference. I remember, was it in the course, or I don't remember if it was in the course, but one of my favorite artists is Ian McCaig, if I pronounce the name right. McCaig. Let's see, yeah. Does he have a art station? Oh yeah. Oh. I'm on mouse. So way before, like in 2000s, I guess, he had a course on Noman Workshop. I bought his storytelling lessons. So yeah, this guy is a legend, right? He's one of my favorite artists. I mean, I would put him in my probably top 10, right? But yeah, he's so good, so authentic. He was talking about So anytime he got a gig, he would first open some book like Andrew Loomis book or something like that, and he would first copy the book from start to finish. That's his warm up, right? that's fucking insane, man. Imagine that boot camp you are doing, and you are doing it for warm up. Yeah, there are levels to this shit, man. So that also, you know, humbles you. You know that teasing saying, and you know, you can see it pretty much anywhere in the gym. Like, your workout is my warm up. So that's true for guys like that. I mean, I don't know if he's doing it all the time, because, you know, as you get older, you have more responsibilities and less time and all that. But yeah, I mean, it's not the technical ability I love about his work, it's the authenticity, right? And I'm all about it. Anytime I see some artwork that really feels authentic, like, big respect, right? And that's also what I'm trying to achieve with my work. Even though when I'm, I mean, even when I'm copying some other work, my main, or let's say one of my main goals is always, you know, do your version, right? Also, Ian McCaig is, you know how we were talking about there are some books you just read and forget, maybe learn something, but, you know, most of it you forget. And there are some books or movies you watch or read, and then nothing is the same, right? That changes you deeply. It's like taking Ian McCaig's course was something like that for me. It gave me so many insights. So also he, you know, the talent hard work dichotomy. I don't remember exactly. If I can find from my notes, I could just pull it up, but let's see. That's the nice thing about Notes app, you can just search something. Oh yeah, he was talking about storytelling, and he's like putting it into 3 categories, like art of asking the question, you know, the central question. It's like same with music theory, right? If you think about music theory, it's like there's a note, like da na 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 na, right? and then there's a complementary note. You know, something like that. So he was talking about that concept. Or if you want to express an idea, like, you know, if you don't have any ideas, it's always a good bet to, you know, just have a question and then try to answer, right? And then art of leaving the stage, and you know, he was talking about 1 plus 1 equals 11, something like that, you know, just having that unexpected ending, stuff like that. And the thing I want to talk about is like the gift, right? You know, the dichotomy, the talented, gifted, right? So he destroys it so well, right? The gift is like, you know, some people, you know, maybe you born with some kind of developed abilities, right? I mean, I don't deny the talent idea. Some people are talented, some people are less talented, let's say. But, you know, if you put in the work, you can develop it. That's obvious. But what people misunderstand usually is people think about talent is the ability to draw, ability to sculpt, or ability to paint. But that's not the talent part, right? That's the skill, the craft part. I mean, some people might be more, you know, leaned towards something, right? Some people have some innate interest, or, you know, I don't want to call it talent, but yeah, what most people don't understand is talent. What we call talent is not that part, right? This is what I talk about all the time, like vibe, craft. And anytime they see someone who draws well or paints well, they instantly, you know, you hear it all the time. Oh, so talented, so gifted. But that's not the talent part. The talent part is here, right? It's the vibe. And this is also the most subjective part. So the gift is art of being you, right? So that's the idea, and everybody has the gift. When it comes down to this concept, everybody has the gift, right? It's the idea. So it comes down to what extent you bring this, right? To what extent you express yourself authentically, because it's easy to, you know, get caught up in safety, right? For example, if you draw in Disney style, that's a safe play, right? Because, you know, oh, it's Disney style, right? Because when someone sees, oh, it's Disney style, it's safe. But, you know, but it's not Van Gogh, right? So it's something like that. Art of being you is, you know, the talent part. And same with music, right? Because pretty much everyone can study and learn how to play, like, I don't know, Slash, technically, or Jimi Hendrix. But catching the same vibe, it's kind of impossible, because, you know, they are them and you are you. The thing with art is, you know, and the main challenge is, you know, finding your own voice. I mean, that also sounds weird, right? Because, you know, what the fuck is finding your own voice mean? It's like cultivating and practicing, putting yourself out there, let's say, right? You also cultivate it, right? You also get better at expressing yourself, or operating from your most core being, let's say, right? Being authentic instead of getting stuck in your mind, you know, letting your ego run the show. You know, you operate from that inner childlike part of you. And you know, this is also a skill you can develop if you do it long enough. You know, you get better at it as well. But usually people who adapt an inauthentic way of being, right? And we all have to some extent, right? Because you know, you are born and you are in a system, right? You are not an island. Maybe first caretakers, and you know, there are some rules. There's a culture you need to fit in, and then there's the you know, society at large. Because you know, your friends, peers, and society, and we want to fit in, right? And you know, we might adapt some behaviors, thinking patterns that are not authentic to us, but they are acceptable, right? And we all have these to some extent. But yeah, when it comes to art, no one is judging you, right? You just do a drawing. So yeah, that's he was talking about, and that stuck with me, right? That completely put a light on this talented, gifted bullshit. Yeah, that's why I always talk about this stuff, right? It's your vibe. That's the most important thing, because I mean, you can develop your craft. I mean, you should develop your craft, you know, like work on its mastery. But that's the, you know, that's the default, right? It's not about. I mean, you could be drawing. I mean, you could be the best artist. I mean, you could be the best craftsman in the world. But if you don't have anything to say, or if you can't say something in your style, you know, the kind of useless, right? I mean, you are not different than a, you know, photograph machine or camera. So yeah, you're behind the mask. What's up? That raises an interesting question. How often do you turn down work for creative reasons? Like the client is overly hands-on, demanding creatively. I used to accept all of them earlier in my life. Now my inner peace, it's so important than anything else, right? Now I just, you know, usually you have to do those judgments quickly. So yeah, I just, you know, usually I have a yes or no feeling. Not feeling, right? It's not a feeling like I want chocolate, right? It's not something like that. It's not like your ego answers this. It's more like, you know, taking different things into account, like time, energy. Yeah. But for some stuff, you know, like stuff that won't take too much creativity, won't take too much mana, you know, it's like regular gigs. I just do them and be done with them. Can you teach me how to draw hands? Cause I'm stupid, I don't know. Sure. I have to go by. What the fuck? But don't worry, I'm preparing some tutorials on all of those stuff. You can check it out later. Is this art math? Art math? I mean, you can call it whatever you want to call it. Many people master the craft, whatever medium, doesn't matter, but few will ever be remembered as masters. Vibe over craft word, yeah. And also, it's like, so when you are young, you have the vibe, right? You have the vibe, you have the swag. And then you decide to master a craft, right? And that takes a long time. One of the challenges as well is like not losing your soul in that long grind, right? Because if you look at children drawings, it's like they're full of joy and expression. So yeah, but technology is getting better, tools are getting better and better. It's not a big deal anymore. I mean, it's getting easier, right? I like collecting art books to improve and see what I can do for practice alongside perspective, portraits, etc. Well, collecting art books has nothing to do with improving. What improves it is you just do it. What art books I have because I like to pretty pictures. Yeah, usually same reason for me. Either I like the pictures or I'm a fan of the IP or I just want to support the creator. I want to buy them for inspiration. Yeah. After the COVID shutdown, never renewed my comic subscriptions. Feel bad. Couple books stopped. Feel like a lot of people did the same. Yeah, dude. I mean, COVID fucked us so bad, right? The biggest damage COVID did is like it's the mental damage. I mean, economy and all that, and deaths and all the tragedy, but it left a mental damage. I mean, me personally, the mental part doesn't apply to me because, you know, artists and designers, we are like very used to be alone, you know, working at nights, being at home. Or if you are a gamer, you know, you can just game and you don't have to go out from your home. But you know, average people who are not used to be in the home for a long period of time, they just went insane, man. At least the store is open. Survived at least, yeah. So is your name Bibiana? I feel like you are Bibiana. Bibiana, whatever the fuck. Played so many damn games or shut down. Dude, video game industry is like doubled in COVID. Isn't it like that? If not doubled, it's like, you know, went up like 70%, 80%. Especially in mobile games. Like it went crazy, man. Steam hit another record for concurrent players. How many? I've seen somewhere that what was the name? Wukong, Black Myth. Wukong sold 30 million copies. Is it 30 or 3? I think it's 30 million copies. Or is it 3? I don't remember. Some huge number like that. 35? Dude. Yeah. Steam is huge. I mean, I also love, what is it? Epic Games. But yeah, it's mostly because, you know, what is it called? First mover thing. Because Steam was there first. And they also do a good job, right? They don't do any greedy shit. They don't try to, you know, bullshit you with microtransactions and all that. There are no ads, right? So yeah, I think whatever they earn or whatever they make, more power to them. I mean, well deserved. I remember I had Half-Life, the game, from way back, but there was this Half-Life DVD called Orange Box, and it had Steam inside. I think it had also Team Fortress, I guess. Or I might have bought it separately. Anyways, I remember first installing like Steam, and it came out from the Half-Life DVD. And it was like, I don't know, what was it, like it was the same time when Facebook first came out, I guess. Not came out, but you know, became popular. Record number of Steam players 38. Nice. No irrelevant ads. I mean, I only see ads when I open up the Steam, and that's on a separate window, right? You can basically ignore it. But in your you know, when you are in your library, like, you know, you are in your library, there are no ads, right? You are just, you know, nothing disrupts you. I wish you could disable pop-up ad when launching Steam. I mean, I usually don't even see it because it's behind the Steam window. I usually see it when I'm closing Steam. One competitor does better than Steam is GOG and their no DRM policy. Yeah, I think I bought 1 or 2 games from GOG, and those were some old games I wanted to play. I haven't really used it, so I can't talk about it much. But yeah, I've heard good things about GOG. They are really into no DRM. Yeah. Also, it's not the only reason, obviously, but one of the reasons Valve had big success and, you know, stayed healthy as a culture, as a company. I don't know their exact history, but it was like a couple of months ago I've seen somewhere Valve had like 300 employees, but they are not trying to get big, right? So I think that's a really big factor, because our minds can't process a tribe, let's say, larger than like 150 max, right? Our brains are evolved this way. It's not like something you choose. So if you are working in a company that is, you know, 10,000 people working there, it's kind of abstract, right? Your brain can't really process even 1,000 people. So yeah, I mean, even 100 people is hard to keep in mind. So yeah, that's, I think, really important. I mean, you know, we see all the time, right? Big companies failing. Not financially, but, you know, failing to stay healthy and create good work. Can't speak much to it. Only Go games are CD Projekt games. What? You mean Cyberpunk, Witcher? Red Dead Redemption like $1? What the fuck? On this topic, you might be interested in reading some books by American football coaches. Have you read Relentless by Tim Grover? Grover? That's one of my favorite books, by the way. If you haven't, I strongly suggest. Memoirs. Yeah, the guy who coached Jordan, Kobe. Buy CD Projekt games on GOG. They are DRM free, meaning you own them. can even give the file to a friend. I mean, when it comes down to that, you can just pirate it, right? Behind the scenes, you can do whatever you want to do. Behind the curtains, let's say. I kind of, I guess, gave up on the idea. Or not on the idea, but no, I don't really care about it anymore. I just buy games I like to play them, obviously, and to support creators, right? Honestly, I don't really care about owning it, because after I'm done with the game, after I played it, it's just sitting there, right? Just principle of the thing, there's no I understand. Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, it's not most of the time, all the bullshit happening, like the subscriptions and all the battle passes and all that. It's not the devs doing that, right? Game devs are not the bad people here. It's usually they are usually forced by board members, investors. I mean, putting XP boosts to single player games, battle pass to single player games. I mean, no decent dev would do something like that. Because usually, at least most of the devs I know, it's like they don't really care about that shit. They just want to make cool games. I'm only going to keep Netflix and HBO, yeah. Honestly, I just borrow from a friend or someone. And that's if I really want to watch something. Yeah, YouTube 75 a month. Already have cable, yeah. Yeah, it's not that one specific subscription is expensive, but when you add all of those together at the end of the month, there's a huge bill on your card, right? Prime Video, I'll keep that because Amazon Prime is valuable. So this is what I did. I just got rid of everything first. Literally. I just got rid of everything. And this was like a challenge, right? I said like, I'm gonna live without anything. I mean, with anything. With anything? Without all of those things I consume. And if you try it, it's really hard, right? But yeah, it teaches you a lot. And then I decide which one of those I really want. Hi Felix, what's up? Came because of the thumbnail. Glad you like it. I haven't been doing illustrations for a long time, but yeah, I don't know. There are lots of unfinished stuff. I could finish them sometime. Honestly, you know, when seasons are changing, like first couple of weeks of September, like I'm literally like a zombie, walking around like a zombie. Like out of mana. Could do some KDM. Yeah, I also have lots of KDM unfinished sketches. I was cleaning up my disk last day. There was this what is it? This necromancer kind of lady I really liked. Speaking of walking like zombie, had a party for the old man, celebrating his time with his company. Was it a golf simulator slash bar place? Didn't stretch first. Legs and back have been giving me so much trouble. Being too old da. Yeah, I had so many injuries because of not not warming up or not flexing. So that's usually the first thing I do in the morning, right? As soon as I wake up, the first thing I do is, conscious breathing, drink some water, and I just get up and start stretching. For me, it was like everybody has different tolerance to different things, but that's the worst for me, right? I mean, I break some bones, couple of bones, but breaking a bone is a different thing. But you know, just twisting an ankle, dude, it's so annoying. Being walking slow, hunched over. Yeah, yeah. I got something similar as well. But that's because of my neck. I was like, uh, I think it was like one of those days I was playing Doom a lot. So I was on the desk, you know, the holding the mouse on keyboard position. That's kind of uh, fucks me up. It's if I do that too long, the other day my back really gets fucked up. So yeah, I think it was one of those days. And the other day, I was working out. Like there was this insane cramp on my back. Literally disabled my right side. I was like, dude, I just went down, just you know, uh, crawling to the bed. That was so painful. I tend to stretch my legs every morning. Yeah, that's it. That's a really uh, good idea. I told you my story of how I first knew my back was fucked. I don't think so. Painting a short ceiling, brushing in the corners, no leather, short ceiling. Sneezed and it immediately spans my back. Dripping metal. Yeah. Yeah, also, you know, old guys, I mean, old people can mess themselves up by sneezing or farting. Couldn't walk, couldn't even crawl. Yeah. That's so insane, man. With one another episode a year later. Crouching painting. Stood up. Same thing, yeah. Had to be carried down the stairs. Wheeled to a doctor. It was then I lost the idea of my youth. So that's a mistake, right? I mean, shit happens. I agree. It sucks. But that's the thing you shouldn't do, right? Never give up. Never, never go into that mentality. I had a coach in parkour. He kind of gave me a lot of insights about the mindset, because usually I mean, let's be honest, it's not only mindset, right? But yeah, I get it. I mean, in the moment, it's so fucked up, right? It's like I hate it all the time with parkour, right? Before the session, I'm like really hyped up, like, all hyped up and pumped up, and I twist an ankle or injure somewhere in my body, and then fuck, I'm not gonna do it again, right? But but after the pain is gone, I think it's so important. I also had good examples, right? One of there are lots of older people in parkour as well. Like there was this guy. I think he was 65, and he's doing parkour, right? So that's not an excuse. But yeah, but for your case, I remember you were talking about doing sports early in life. That's a huge thing, right? Because you probably had the main mindset and habits down. But usually people, like, they don't move at all their whole lives, and then at their 50s and 60s something happens and the doctor says to them, you gotta exercise, and then it's so hard to implement that into your life, right? But if you done it early in life, you have the foundation, right? It's like in a blink of an eye you can just implement any workout, something like that. High school wrestling coach, 65, yeah. Biggest child ever. It was Spry. Was wrestled with us in practice, yeah. Fun, meaningless fact, he actually went to high school with Chuck Norris, dude, oh my god. Spry. Okay. Yeah, we in college we had a architecture design teacher. He was like 70s, something like that. But he was really tough, man. He would just grab your arm, and it's like a machine, right? You can't you can't get your arm free. He was like insane. Everybody called him Miyagi. He had this what do you call it? He had this umbrella. Was it umbrella? He had this walking stick, but the walking stick was a sword, man. It was insane. This guy is a complete, total, ultimate OG, right? Yeah, all that grab. And he was one of my best teachers, right? It's like he would just come into the class. He wouldn't talk at all, right? He would just show you something so intense, you'll just understand, you'll just get it, right? It's one of the best teachers I had. Like, he was insane, man. And he wouldn't really talk a lot, right? He would just say a couple of words, a couple of wisdom words. He would just make you think what you are doing wrong. Yeah, complete wisdom, just pouring wisdom. He was so good, man. I'm so grateful to have such good teachers. Quite spoken, powerful shit, yeah. Yeah, thinking about that reminds me it's so important uh, to have uh, good influences, right? That reminds me memories from school. There's also, dude, I mean, we had so many cool instructors in college. And it was a free college, right? It was, what do you call it? Public college? It was virtually free, right? You didn't have to pay anything, just a very small amount of fee, like $10, something like that. And it was like one of the, I'm not exaggerating because it was my college, right? It was really, I mean, I think it still is. It's really one of the best colleges that you can go for that specific education, right? And it's not, I'm not making this up. If you look at, I'm talking about Turkey, right? If you look at the best designers, yeah, not all of them, but there are like a lot of them are from the college I went. So, funny story. I had a friend in college. So there was one of the guys. Usually it went like weekly schedules, right? It was like you work on your project. There is a project for the semester, and you work on that project, and you know, weekly we show our projects to the teachers, and we get critics and all that, right? So one of the weeks, one of our guys brought the project, and this is like public, right? You are not taking critic from the teacher one-on-one. It's like we are all in the class, and everybody is watching the teacher talk about the project. And so, you know, it's like, this is the class, these are the, you know, boards, desks we work on, teacher's desk, you know, regular class, and there's the, what is it, the board. You pull up your, you know, projects to the board, and teachers, you come up to the, what is it, come up front, and we talk about that, right? So anyways, it's like one of our guys brought the project, and for some reason, I don't know what, but you know, when you draw to the paper with a like 4H or 6H, it's really like light, like this, right? Like the project looks like this, right? This is the spectrum of you know, black to white, and the project was like this. You know, like all the different projects, design, all that. It's like he drew it and then he erased it, right? So anyways, you know, that happens sometimes when you are, what do you call it? When you're not really feeling it, when you are not feeling confident, you just, you know, draw lightly, afraid of making mistakes. I'm not saying that's the reason, but usually it happens when you feel like that. Anyway, so he drew the project like this, and the teacher was giving him critics, and the teacher was saying, "Where's the project?" Right? He's like, he's not getting it, right? Teacher is basically trolling him. He's actually saying, why did you draw like this, right? Why did you, where is the contrast, right? Where is the thick lines? Where is the hard lines? And teacher is like, where's the project, man? He's like, he's not getting it, right? It's here. He's answering. So the teacher kept trolling him. Where is it? I can't see it. He's like, it's here in front of you. It was so funny, man. And the teacher is like trolled him like, you know, a couple of minutes. And he fucking didn't get it. He had to tell him why did you draw very lightly, right? He had to tell him. He didn't get the joke. Is music gone? Oh, okay. Been having discussions about that with the kids recently. She was in issues with a professor at school. I was like, you're totally cool with the assistant, focus on that. Take your notes during the lecture, but when you got to deal with questions, you got to learn. Yeah. And it's, that's kind of how it goes, right? You don't have chemistry with everyone. I had lots of teachers I just didn't vibe with. And, you know, part of it is you just don't have chemistry. And part of it, maybe, you know, they are just boomers. They treat the students like shit. I mean, we had teachers like that as well, but they are not in the department. They were like from other departments who hated art students. I don't know why is it, but like I really remember very vividly, like first day of school, I mean first week of school, there was this teacher, or not professor, but you know, like the first week, first class, she just came in and like basically told, you are all a bunch of losers. Right? And then nobody liked her, obviously. And she knew that, and she kind of liked that. I don't know what kind of fucked up way of living is that. I think she feeds on hate. Like, you know, people on social media do rage bait posts, something like that. Her issue is just he's uninspiring. Yeah, closed off. Like doesn't like to have office hours for one-on-one questions. Yeah. I kind of feel lucky when it comes to school. Like 90% of the time I had good relationships with what do you call it? Teachers, authority. And also, you know, pretty much let's say 80% of my mentors were really decent. We feel good about our college experience. It's just that one dude. Yeah. There's always that one person, right? I think that's inevitable. Because, you know, in my old school experience, you know, in elementary school, middle school, high school, college, you know, there's always that one person. Hello, Maple Shades. What's up? She's really good at got a great music program. Considering that's one for agents, yeah, nice. That's nice. I mean, as long as you get along with the major teacher, I think that it's all good, right? I mean, to be honest, I kind of usually it's 4 years. You just get done with the university in 4 years, and mine took 5 years. The fun thing is, the reason was all my design classes were either A plus or, you know, A minus, maybe some B's. It was like that, right? Pretty much all of the design, all my major design courses were A plus, but my school went 1 year more because of the Turkish Turkish lesson, Turkish class, and that and the reason was the thing we were talking about. I love art. Thanks, Maple Shades. Glad you like it. If I'm being honest, actually, haven't sat down and asked her what her intention is after next year. She'll graduate next year. I'm just guessing, but probably she don't care. I mean, I was full Hakuna Matata until I was 25. I mean, that's me, but yeah, usually that's how it goes, right? Yeah, I guess depends on the person. Some people are more, what do you call? industrious and conscious about those stuff. Wonder if she plans to do a master's degree in physics or music. That would very much her vibe. She's chill as fuck. Yeah. If she's the creative type, yeah, that's totally what it is, man. Usually, creative people, it's kind of, not always, but usually it's the opposite of industriousness when it comes to personality. So, yeah, usually, you know, creative people are more Hakuna Matata. It has to be like that, right? Because that's the definition of creativity. But the most creative people don't want to hear is it's really important to have some kind of structure so you can dive into that chaos you want to dive in, right? I mean, growing up, we had a relatively stable family structure. So that's kind of helped a lot to pursue creative endeavors. But if you don't have any structure or if you don't have any place to put your feet on, it's really hard, man, because dealing with life at the same time and trying to be creative, that's so hard, man. I mean, different people have different tolerances to different things. Some people have huge tolerance for, you know, financial stress. Some people have different tolerances for emotional stress, stuff like that. That's also kind of, you know, person specific, but usually if you have to think about the end of the month, or, you know, if you have some kind of bear shouting on your ass, it's usually harder to be, you know, let go and be creative. She's a special one. She's her nose to the grindstone. Nice. She's also freewheeling, whatever. So, yeah. Okay, you mean KDM? Kurt my. Oh, okay. Kurt my. It didn't. My mind didn't register for a while. Cool, coming to work. Yeah, I think I'm there. Usually I don't leave channels. But anytime I join a new channel, I just instantly mute them because there are lots of channels. Only my channel is not on mute, so I can, answer questions if there's any. Discord notifications can or super quick, yeah. Yeah, also, dude, there's so much stuff I can't really keep track of. So many channels, so many platforms. Spiky armor, best armor, yeah. Whenever I feel like it's too what is it? It's too soft or not too edgy. I just add spikes. Spikes, chains, instantly make it badass, right? Maybe add chains. I mean, this is not like a barbarian kind of dude, but you know, chains, spikes, instantly changes the vibe. Speaking of KDM, it's been super horny. Weeks like this make me second guess Spina. Are they playing on the thing too much? Off topic our channel. Nothing but boobs. Yes. Manga variety. Yeah. Just people dumping excess libido. Yeah, I was also thinking about doing Inktober. Trying to make some scheduling to make time for it. Maybe a couple of hours every day. You know, just draw something like this with ink. I mean, by ink, I mean, you know, digitally. Maybe it could be no undo challenge. So it could simulate the real ink. Often there's some really good stuff. Gacha, fan art, yeah. I mean, digital is easier for me. Or if I get a decent cam, I could do what is it? Pencil? I think I'll do that with you. Nice. Yeah, it's much more motivating to have somebody in the what do you call, in the train. I need to keep getting the tablet out. Tablet out? What do you mean out? Is it in the attic? Keep the muscles sharp. Just haven't had the drive to do any full rendered stuff. Yeah, I mean, me too, man. Today, I literally had zero. What do you call it? Mana, let's say. But yeah, I just sit down. It's only hard. I don't know how to put it. It's only hard until you start, right? But after I start doing it, it just goes. Yeah, that's the vibe part, right? Sometimes you don't feel like it, but you know, the thing I always talk about is here, vibe and craft. It's like 80%. But the important and hard thing is never depend on it, right? Sometimes you don't feel like it. Sometimes it's just, you know, it's just a temporary feeling. Sometimes you really don't have it, but it shouldn't stop us, right? Also, you know, I could also leverage that challenge for the project. That's also a nice trick. You know, instead of just doing random stuff, working on the project as disguised as challenge. Leverage for the project. So usually, you know, I think about like, what should I draw, right? Or instead of, so remember how I did the Captain Crimson Punch? That was like tricking my mind to be carefree. So if I'm doing something for the project and if I tell to myself too much, like, okay, this is a character for this, right? Something like that. You know, I put too much importance on it. I overthinking. I start overthinking about it. Overthinking about the design. So these challenges also did it with Figure as well. Instead of labeling it as I'm working on the project and stifling yourself. This is also true with main character syndrome, right? If you are working on the main character, it's, you know, you think about it too much. But it's like, oh, okay, I'm doing a challenge. Let's have fun. If I approach it like that, usually you care about it less, and you take more. You take risks more. You don't care about it being, you know, being suck or, you know, all that. Yeah, it's all about mental game, man. You know that saying, nothing fails better than success. It's like you achieve some level or something like that, you know, achieve some artistic level or technical level you want to achieve, and then you start defining by it, and then you find yourself being afraid to take risks, or maybe you are afraid that will change your style that you worked so hard to establish. Yeah, I need to do it with sculpting though. Sculpting, also animation. Or just find a badass animator and make them do all the animations. Yeah, hey guys, do this type of character so I can knock off some NPCs without having to do it myself. Yeah. You know, there were always these design competitions. We used to enroll on them a lot. We used to, apply and do stuff when we were in college. And then you realize it's always some design company just farming for ideas, right? Because in the paper, on paper, it's like technically, even if you don't win, they have the right. I don't know if all of them are like that, but in the ones we joined, they have the right to use the designs. I mean, at least they can just get ideas, right? You can't just. I mean, you are just one guy, right? What are you gonna do if some big company steals your design? Are you gonna sue them? Oh yeah, actually, that's a nice way. If you are a company and you are out of ideas, just launch a design competition or event or challenge, whatever, and make people create that dump lots of ideas, and there you go. Weapon looks dope. Yeah, it's like taking the souls of his victims, or let's not say victims. This could be a bad guy, but also could be a good warrior. So taking souls of his. What do you call someone you kill in battle? His enemies, people he defeated. Casualties, combatants. Yeah, the word victim comes to my mind, but victim is like, usually. Victim is someone who a serial killer kills, not a warrior. Four, yeah, fours. Enemy combatant. Yeah, foe. I think foe is the word. Adversary is another one. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it for today. Seriously, I really like that weapon. Yeah, I love fist weapons and glaives so much. That made me wanna play Demon Hunter in World of Warcraft. You know, fist weapons, short weapons like this, or any weapon that's similar to fist weapons, glaives. I don't know what else do you call it. So yep, I'm just gonna chill out a bit, maybe play God of War, something like that. Did you finish Wukong, by the way, TK? Glaives, spears, fist weapons, yeah. Anyway, so yep, thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Yeah, I'll try to stream more. Probably gonna do Inktober. So yep. Well, thanks a lot. Appreciate it a lot, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.